Today I'm going to take y'all to a little scouting trip that I'm doing. Looking for a bow spot in a local area that I hunt. So why don't you just join along with me? So there's a ridge. This is a small ridge that runs pretty much right here. And then there's a trail. This is a funnel. And then there's a deer trail that runs this way. And it opens up here. And then it goes off that way. So the idea here is to find a good saddle tree, which I believe I found one. So that tree right there should offer me a pretty good little shot to whatever's crossing. There's also a trail that comes out here. But I feel like if I got high enough and the wind was right, maybe put a little scent out. Should work. The cicadas are so loud already. Usually I don't really hear them till July, real loud. Anyway, I'm looking for hog sign, any old deer sign. It's hot. I'm wearing my camo, this cedar camo. Just testing it out today. Probably about 95 degrees right now. 6 o'clock in the evening. Somewhere over there. I know there's a dusting spot over there, but I don't have my turkey call. Yeah, there's a bunch of hens. We're not here to mess with turkey. We are here to look for deer sign. Old deer sign and hog sign. Even though I really want to go call and practice, which I might, but not right now. So this is good sign. So this is wild grape. That's a good nutritious source for deer. So stop messing with the turkey and found another little trail. I think this is a potential licking branch here. What do you guys think? There's the trail, right? Little corridor. And you got this little broken branch. Looks like it's been sort of messed with a little bit, right? I guess we'll find out. Maybe I should clear that out and see what happens. All right. just gonna let nature do its thing. We'll check back in a few days and maybe this will be pawed out a little bit. I'm almost certain those turkeys roost over here somewhere. Good to know. Bro, just heard a gobbler. Just heard a gobbler. So you can tell this has been sort of worked over a little bit. Something else I look for whenever I'm out scouting for a new spot. That's what you need to look for. So I've done a 360, probably walked around for about 30-40 minutes, just sort of looking around, seeing what's around, what are my options, and I think my solution and my idea is to, this will be my primary tree here. Hopefully they'll come from this direction, or that direction. If the wind is not in my favor, my idea is to tuck myself into this little cluster of trees with a blind. These trees lean a little too much to get some sticks up in there, but I do have this option as well. This tree. Let's say they're not really chasing down in that little spot. What's the alternative, right? Gotta think about, hey, this ain't really working for me. What else can I try in this little area? I know I've already found sign. I know there's food sources. I know there's lanes of traveling. What's the alternative? Well, I have a alternative spot that I have selected, and it's this little sumac flat up here. So you can see where it sort of opens up all right here. And then it opens up, and this is all sumac plants. And the idea is to sort of skirt. The deer like to skirt these areas and feed along, and the bucks will chase those does in these open areas. So maybe when the time gets hot, early season, hit the food middle during the rut, sit on these outskirts. That'd be the goal. Maybe a little blind spot here, overlooking this field. This tree is really straight, so maybe that'll be my, secondary position. Like I said, historically, in our area, the whitetails during the rut, they're all over the place. The bucks are chasing hard. They're fighting early season. And they like these open areas where these funnels are. Like you can see, like these funnels, right? Just these long corridors near the wood line. So it's always a good idea to figure out a good spot where you think they're coming from. Just use that wind to your advantage. Try to set up on the opposite side of where you believe they're coming from. Downwind, of course. I look at this spot and I'm sure people are like, whoa, how do you work the wind? What about the wind? The wind. Look, these deer can come from anywhere, honestly. You're just hoping that they come the right way and you don't get busted, right? 10 to 2, man. 10 to 2 is mine and a lot of other guys go to during the fall, early bow season, because they're sort of predictable in the early, and then in the rut they're all over the place. But You hit these flats and 10 to 2. That's sort of what we do. All right, a little roll up of what happened today. Came out, found some deer sign, found some old scrapes and rubs, mainly rubs. Heard some turkey. I did find a little bit of rooting from some pig, but not much, honestly. Sure, if I put some corn out, that would change. But yeah, so pretty successful. Found some really good spots to hunt from. A lot of good alternatives just in this one area that I believe there will be some decent bucks. And I hope that the travel corridors that I selected will work out in my favor. Other considerations that I had was wind, access, like accessing the spot. If I can't get down to my saddle spot, maybe I'll fall back to my secondary spot and just use that because the wind is in my favor there instead of down there, right? I don't know what the wind does down there yet. I don't know what the wind does in this flat, but I'm gonna find out. That's sort of my job. Getting into the spot is probably the most important thing that I think, and using that wind to your advantage, trying to get to where you're going. Once you get up there, the wind could do anything, really. So it's pretty dark compared to the skylight behind me. And that's why I sort of designed a couple more that are a lot lighter than this. All right, Doors, thanks for joining me on Breaking Brush today. Tell me what you think about this camo pattern. It's called Cedar. I like it. This is a version 1. There is a version 2. It's a lot, I think it's a lot more condensed and it's a little bit better. But up in a saddle tree like I found, it's going to work pretty darn good. And especially if you hunt hill country, then it's going to rock and roll for you. Came out here to find some old sign, and that's exactly what happened. I found some old scrapes, old rubs. I found this travel corridor, a couple saddle trees, some blind locations, and food sources. So I believe this is going to be a real good spot, and I'm real excited to see how the rubs and the scrapes sort of develop as the summer continues. So stick around. We'll cover some of that stuff as the year goes by. We'll do some bow practice as well, some bucket of arrows, and yeah, should be a real good time. Jesse, One Mission Outdoors, make it a mission. Ooh, bitch.